Hello and welcome to my top 10 best movies of ranked oh goodness. Yeah, it's weird. It's like last year things happened. Normally I would, rank, top 10 best movies of the year, top 10 worst movies of the year. I'm assuming that, 20 movies. I don't review new releases. Yeah, generally speaking, I'll do my top 10 most anticipated movies of the year at the beginning of the year, which, my most anticipated movies of 2021 is coming out soon. But then at the end of the year, I'll do the thing where I, rank them. So I guess really it's a ranked list. We're going to call it that. Ranked list. There's the YouTube thumbnail. But, I didn't even see, half of the movies that I anticipated for reasons. So I'm going to, just for fun, okay, because I want to kind of get you guys, back into the scoop. My family had COVID for a little while. It sucks. I don't recommend it. And let's rank 2020's few releases.
Number 6.
Here's the caveat of my rating system, is that it kind of gives you a pretty good idea of how I'm gonna rank things. But if you even watched 30 seconds of my Mulan review, then you know that's at the bottom. Yeah, this movie happened, and I'm still processing it. I mean, I'm pissed off enough that I had to pay. Oh my gosh, I paid $30 for this movie. Yeah, I paid $30 to watch it at home. I'm trying to decide if I'm pissed off about that or if I'd be more pissed off about seeing, that movie, but like 20 times bigger. Probably more than 20 times. Yeah, this movie is just oh. Yeah, the movie is still garbage. It will always be garbage, and it will always be an insult to my sensibilities. Moving on.
Number 5.
Now for a huge step up, because frankly, Mulan was the only bad movie of 2020 that I saw. But we got Trolls World Tour. Now, Trolls World Tour was supposed to be, a known thing. It was supposed to be a big deal. It was the first straight to VOD, streaming theater release. Watched it at home, paid a little bit more than I would have liked, but for the most part, I enjoyed this movie. I still remember the Pinky Promise. The Pinky Promise scene is a great scene. And sometimes I get that song stuck in my head. It's a fun watch, rent it, check it out.
Number 4.
Now, these last few, they were tough, because I liked them a lot for different reasons. Next, we've got Wonder Woman 1984. Now, bottom 30%, 40%. What is it? Oh, I got math. Bottom 50%. Okay, yeah, take that with a huge grain of salt. Because I loved Wonder Woman 1984. There are parts of the movie, oftentimes I judge a movie by, what am I going to remember? Are there scenes in this movie that had an emotional impact on me that's going to imprint on me? Not that kind. And I'm going to remember, especially the relationship between Steve and Diana it's phenomenal. It really is that good. Because in the first movie, that was easily one of the strongest parts. So Wonder Woman 1984 was fantastic. Don't listen to people, especially on YouTube. Just shut up and watch the movie and just close out people. My goodness. There's so many things out there that are saying that this movie was not good, and that's just not true. It's a good movie with problems. Just like the first Wonder Woman was a good movie with problems.
Number 3.
Next is the movie Ghost. Not that one. No, this was an indie film that was released in the UK. Technically, it was released in the United States as well under that name. Yeah, we're gonna ignore that. America with this movie, it's no charm. Can you imagine if that movie was called that? This was kind of my break into the indie film community. I like dialogue movies. I like movies that are well written, that don't have to have so much going on. Yeah, this movie just kind of solidified that idea. I really can't get over how perfectly paced this movie is. I know that there are people that are going to go and watch it on Amazon Prime, and they're going to be like, what? No, you have to have patience. It's like cheese tasting. Go to a cheese bar and taste some fancy cheese. Don't take a huge bite out of it. Just take just a little nibble and taste it, and you'll see what I mean. Then go watch Ghost and, cheese taste it. Anyways, it's a great film.
Number 2.
Next up was the most underrated movie of the year, easily. Like nobody talks about it. Harley Quinn and the Emancipation. Oh gosh. Birds of Prey. Yeah, they changed the title. I like the title. I like the first title. We need some long, crazy it's very fitting with the movie. And when you have to change the title and you're like, oh, maybe we'll make money now. Yeah, you're an idiot. Changing the name of a movie does not make you more money. I mean, are you serious? Yeah, no, there have been very few DCEU movies that have made me feel like I'm back in Batman v Superman. I'm gonna say it 1 billion times. That's a great movie. Give it another shot. And if you saw this movie and you looked at the person next to you and you're like, I don't know if I like that. Did I like that? Oh man, it's stupid. It's not, Black Widow. Oh my gosh. People, can you please form opinions? I mean, I know that this world is filled with too many of them, but I mean, for goodness sake, this is a good movie. I feel like I'm fighting somebody. It's because I am. It's because this movie just kind of fell under the radar. A few people out there, got online. They're like, I'm going to trend a lot better if I say, nope. Instead of being optimistic, 2020 did a lot to us. The Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, yes, I'm going to call it by its original title because I'm not a coward, was a great film. And I would highly recommend it to anybody that is okay with watching Harley Quinn jump on some guy's knees and bend him backwards. Oh, ow.
Number 1.
And lastly, I feel like I won a prize or something, but my number 1 most anticipated movie of 2020 was Tenet. Now, admittedly, this wasn't what I expected. There are movies that, I gotta watch them multiple times for me to understand them, but Tenet, I gotta be honest, I had to watch it multiple times to understand if I liked it. I had a lot of great things to say in my review, and I hold to those things, but I was taking a bit of a risk. I felt like I did a little bit of a disservice to my audience by saying straight up, this is an amazing movie, and you should absolutely go see it. I think I maybe should have given a little bit more context. I didn't understand this movie. I really didn't. And I was trying to decide, okay, is this a mess or is it an elaborate masterpiece? Well, I can tell you after watching it a couple of more times, I don't even remember how many more times I've seen it, but I've seen it multiple times now, that it is indeed a masterpiece. And I do now understand why we didn't hear things at the beginning. I'm pretty sure I said in my review that it is very possible that it was done on purpose, and I didn't know why. Well, now I know why. You'll notice that especially at the beginning of the movie, you don't really hear what's going on. You're just kind of like, can I talk to someone, please, sir? Huh? And that's because Christopher Nolan knew there's a lot of things to say in this movie. And it's kind of important for you to pay attention to it. So, if you're trying to hear what's going on, you'll lean in to listen, then, for the rest of the movie, you're leaned in to listen. Pay attention in this movie. This isn't a turn your brain off movie. Tenet was a good movie. It was a great movie. 2020 was admittedly a little disappointing, and that's just because there wasn't that vibe. The energy of going to the movies and, having a top 10 most anticipated movies of 2020 that you don't get to go see, for the most part. Yeah, Trolls World Tour was not in my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2020, but I was yearning. So I had to throw it in there. And it's historical, I guess. But anyways, guys, that is my ranked list of movies from 2020 that I was able to see, that anybody was able to see. And I was happy to do it. I love, I just love being back, I got a new studio here. It's spacious and it's lit and there. Did I mention it's spacious? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Let's just get on with the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell on the side, and I will see you next time on Movie Slayer.
Boom, 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 boom.